If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that sub button for more amazing content. Now, let's jump straight into the video. What's good, YouTube, and welcome back to the Bofino One podcast, and I am your host, Bofino One, and as you guys can see from the title, I thought this was a pretty good article. So we're pretty much talking about the Powerball jackpot and how it hits 1.2 billion. It's the second highest total ever, and that these will be the 8 states where you'd win the most if you was to actually win the Powerball. So without further ado, let me share my screen and let's jump straight into it. So you guys can see right here, Powerball is a big thing. It's something that people play every week. They go maybe Friday after work, they play a little bit and, go from there. So let's read the article. So the Powerball lottery jackpot has surpassed 1 billion for only the second time ever. How much you'll actually take home if you win will vary based on which state you live in and whether or not it charges income taxes on lottery jackpots. Now that's interesting. The next draw takes place Wednesday night at 10:59 Eastern. If someone wins, they'll receive the 4th largest payout in U.S. lottery history, according to Multi-State Lottery Association, which runs Powerball. To win, you must match all 6 numbers from the draw. Winners can choose to take the full jackpot amount as an annuity for 30 years or take a lump sum worth roughly 51% less than the jackpot total, according to Powerball's calculations. Now, that low-key might be better, annuity, for 30 years, because think about that. 1.2 billion, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I would necessarily, even over 30 years still, that would be a lot of money, yearly, monthly, however they would break it down. While it might seem counterintuitive to take less total money, many winners choose to do so after consulting with a financial advisor. That's because the money can be reinvested right away and grow with compound interest. Either way, the winnings you take home would vary based on the total taxes incurred in your state. So let's keep reading. The states where you take home the most money after taxes. All winners must pay federal taxes, which we all know. There are only 8 states that don't change state taxes on lottery winnings, and here are the 8. 1 is California, 2 is Florida, 3 is New Hampshire, 4 is South Dakota, 5 is Tennessee, 6 is Texas, 7 is Washington, 8 is Wyoming. And so a lot of these you can see are, besides probably Washington and maybe one other, most of them are in the South. I know that's why a lot of people like to, or I wouldn't say like to, but that's why a lot of people tend to lean towards going to the South because, of taxes, it's cheaper to live, you get more housing, all that fun stuff. So unlike other states that charge between 2.9 and 8.82% in taxes on winnings, winners in these states would take home the most money. As for federal taxes, there an upfront 24% withholding tax on the winnings. But with such a large jackpot, you also likely owe a total of 37% in federal taxes on your 2022 tax return, which is the top rate for high-income earners. If you choose the annuity, which pays the most over time, you take home $756 million in states that don't charge income tax on lottery winnings, according to Powerball. If you choose the lump sum payment, you take home 367 even still, bro, that's life-changing money. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like people that mess up that kind of money, whether you get it in a large lump sum or whether you get it over a period of time, you were not good with money to begin with. You didn't understand that, yes, you got this large lump sum, but spending every dime of it, meaning going out all the time, buying these really big homes, buying these really expensive cars doesn't necessarily help you. You have to still have money coming in. That's why you do hear about people that do win large lump sums of money, particularly lottery ticket holders. They end up losing all of it because they didn't really understand how the system works, how to keep making money, use that money to reinvest, not just use the money and then buy whatever you want and then now you're broke. So the places where you take home the least after taxes. There are 4 places that levy local income taxes of 8% or more on lottery winnings. 1, New York, 8.82%, Maryland, 8.75%, Washington, D.C., 8.5%, Oregon, 8%. For the annuity option, that translates into winnings between around 660 million and 650 million, depending on where you live. New York residents would owe the most in taxes if they end up with the winning ticket. Choosing the lump sum option in New York would amount to 316 million after taxes, barely 26% of the total jackpot, and 51.5 million less than states that don't charge taxes on lottery prizes. So, I would say that that is a lot of money that they're taking away. But you also have to remember, this is money that you didn't work for, in a sense. This is money that was given to you. So I feel like personally, I guess if you were to do the $650 million over 30 years, like, I don't know. I just think I would probably rather have my money be spread out, because I mean, you can still, like, I'm just doing it right now, 650,000 divided by 30. I mean, that's 21.6 million a year. Let's say they do it every month. Like, I don't know, maybe you get a monthly check divided by 12. I mean, that's 1.8 million. Like, I'm just saying, like, I think it would be better to get the money over a period of time. Because even with getting that type of money, you could still buy a house, you could still buy rental property, you could still invest. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could still like live very, very well. So either option you go, I would want the option where I get more money I would get the money over a period of time versus the money all in one lump sum. Because even if you get the money over a period of time, like 1.8 million a month, I mean, you're still, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're still able to, like, probably pay off your mortgage, pay off your car, get out of whatever debt, student loan debt, car note, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could still be financially free, and you'd be able to invest accordingly. And I think it's just better, especially for people typically that win that money. They don't necessarily understand how money works. So I think it would be better, but that's just me. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, comment down below, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.